Today we're comparing and ordering integers. Integers are numbers, for example, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. These dots at the beginning and at the end mean that the numbers continue without end in both directions, in both the positive direction and the negative direction. If you look towards the back of the classroom, under the clock, it says integers. I permanently have that number line up there. Do you see how the negative integers are towards the left of the 0? They're red. And the positive integers are all the numbers to the right of 0. They are in black ink. Negative integers are less than 0. Positive integers are greater than 0. And I drew out a number line right here. See how the negative numbers are towards the left? The farther the number is to the left of the number line, the smaller it is. So what's greater, -1 or -4? -1 is greater than -4. What's greater, 1 or 3? 3. So the farther the number is to the right of the number line, the bigger the number. What do these arrows at the end of the number line mean?
That it goes on.
That it goes on. It goes on. Okay. Order from least to greatest, -8, 5, -4, 2, 0, and 6. What would be the smallest number in this list?
8.
-8. What comes next?
-4.
-4. What would come next?
0.
0. Next,
2.
2, 5,
9.
and 6. Very good. Absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line. So for example, if we need to state the absolute value of the number 5, what is the distance from 0 to the number 5 on the number line?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The distance is 5. That means that the absolute value of 5 is 5. What is the absolute value of -4?
4.
4, because the distance from 0 to -4 is 4. Absolute value will always be a positive number because it measures the distance from 0 to that number. You can also find that they ask you what is the absolute value of 3 using the absolute value sign. What is the absolute value of 3?
3.
What is the absolute value of -10?
10.
Opposites. Two numbers are opposites if they have the same absolute value but different signs. So for example, if you have to state the opposite of the number 6, what is its opposite? -6. What is the opposite of -25? 25. The opposite of -25 is 25. What is the opposite of 100? -100. What is the opposite of -9? 9. If we have to evaluate the expression when y equals -5, what does evaluate mean? Solve, find the answer to. Then if we have -y, that means that we have to substitute y with what? -5. Now it has a negative in front of it, we have to keep it. Going to open parentheses and put my -5 that I'm substituting for y. What happens when we have two negatives together? Becomes a positive. Two negatives become a positive, that means this is equal to 5. Let's say we have to evaluate 17 minus the absolute value of y. Evaluate means we need to find the answer to. So we need to substitute the absolute value of y with -5, the absolute value of -5, and 17 minus the absolute value of -5. What is the absolute value of negative 5?
5.
5. So we have to solve this first. In this case, the absolute value signs are our grouping symbol, like our parentheses. So now that we know that the absolute value of negative 5 is 5, we can say 17 minus 5. What's 17 minus 5?
12.
12.